We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A man who was lost for the year in week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Broncos are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gibson again. Powers through. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If you look at this Bronco defense, It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number one rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? When they saw
touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run with Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Howell will throw it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. DJ Jones, former 49er, there on the stop. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now Williams running left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Wilson now off the bootleg. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Gibson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give, running right, Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They run the toss now with Gibson. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, Howell now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Howell. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Samuel in motion. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up second.
One more time with Gibson. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Riley Moss. Powering his way forward. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Once more, Gibson to the 43, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Throwing here, Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. Shedding through the defense. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Commanders.
A give to Gibson running right. Call and a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. And the throw here, that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gibson again. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hey, check that, check that. Hey, Bronco.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off play action. It's Howell. That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Wide open receiver complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Touch 50, touch 50. Right.
They go play action with Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cut. Start.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and 6 now.
I think this is a free play for Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
On first down, Wilson. This is caught.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance And how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll go play action. Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here's Howell. That one complete out to Dotson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Broncos, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.